if someone from your team is not yet here, you can write to them and let them know that presentations are about to start.
Oh yeah, and Diana from our team, she will not be here because she had to go to Tartu
Yeah, sure.
because of reasons.
Yeah, that happens. But I'm I'm looking also at the other team. They should have more members here.
Yeah, I wrote to our channel. Well, I guess these are all. Well, there are actually a couple of people, so I'll try to contact them directly.
Yeah, I'll take. We'll take a couple more minutes to wait. Oh, and see. Welcome.
Mhm.
And wait for people. Let's say a couple more minutes, and then we'll start with the presentations. Okay, enough waiting. Let's get started with the presentations. I hope you all had a wonderful, fun, exhilarating, and interesting jam. I hope you made interesting and fun games and enjoyed the process of making games that also help people's fitness levels, games about exercising, games that help people exercise. And this next few minutes, 10 to 20 minutes, is going to be all about you. So, from each team, I would like to have one representative come up, talk about your game for about 5 minutes, and uh, and then we can ask questions about those games and hear your thoughts on how the process went. So the time for each presentation will be 5 minutes, and then after that we can have questions. Because there aren't many participants this time, you can go over time, you can talk for longer, we can have longer time for questions and discussions. I won't be cutting anyone off. So, I can see from the teams page that there are 3 teams, but apparently only 2 of them submitted a game. So I'm not going to call anyone out right now, but if anyone wants to volunteer to go first to present their awesome game, then feel free to let me know now.
Oh, we can go first.
Okay, Mikola.
Yep.
If you can share your screen and show us the gameplay, that would be great.
Yes, of course. So let me see if you let me know if you can see it.
Yes.
Nice. So, yeah, I hope it works fine. But just to give you a little bit of a background, what we intended to do, and let me know if the music is too loud. But it should be all right, I think.
I'm not hearing any sound.
We don't hear the music.
Okay. I think, yeah, because I need to
Share the
wait a
application.
second. Yeah, I think I need to change something in Discord, right?
Yes, instead of screen, you should share the application.
Okay. And how about now?
We hear it now. Yep.
Cool. Well, I'll mute it for now just to give you a little bit of a background. So what we intended to do is a game about a digital pet. So something like a Tamagotchi where you need to take care of your pet, but instead of regular actions that we are used to do, like give it food or let it sleep, we actually need to, we need to play with it by running after it or by catching it and then trying to pet it. And how it's blended with the theme that is you can't touch this is that actually you will see, but the idea is that well, you can't really touch the pet until the distance is close enough. And the big idea was that you can play this game on your phone and it will track your movement, and you can only catch up to your pet by running faster than the pet. So you need to run or you need at least to move to be able to get to the pet and touch it or pet it. So that was like the first idea. We also had an idea that we could implement this real map and location tracking and maybe even get some clean air map overlay so that you get more points if you're running in an area with a cleaner air. But unfortunately, we didn't have that much time to get to that. But at least we managed to implement some part of a real world map, which is pretty good. So I'll just start playing, but when I play, just imagine that I'm kind of located in New York, and I'm actually running in a mini New York kind of city after my pet with my phone. Well, let's do that. And I can also go through buildings because why not? And basically, you can see that we have this pet's happiness level. So if you don't move, you just sit and don't do anything, then happiness goes down and it gets sad. It was supposed to get some sad animation, but you can't really see it from this distance. But once you start running and it starts running, then it gets slightly happier. And of course, it gets like the most happy once you reach it. And you start petting it. And like about the theme, so if the distance is too large between you and your pet, it starts getting some performance issues, then you can't touch it and you cannot really pet it. That's what it says on this thing. But if you run fast enough and long enough, then you can reach your pet and you can touch it and pet it. And then it gets a lot happier than before. So yeah, here we touched it. And yeah, so the big idea is that you should be motivated by your set pet if you are not moving to go ahead and start moving and petting your pet. I think that's pretty much it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for this awesome demo. I just wanted to say that I really like the slight humor in this concept that it's like Tamagotchi or maybe like Pokemon, in that you're trying to catch a pet or to raise a pet, but secretly you are kind of the bad guy, the villain, and the pet actually wants to run away from you. so I think that's interesting and kind of funny, because you know that's the main joke that people do with Pokemon, is that it's actually just animal abuse. So well, anyway, that's something I found interesting about it. But are there any questions or comments from the other teams about this game?
May I add something actually? I'm
Sure.
from the same team.
Yeah.
So we actually also thought about how we would improve this game, or how this game, if this game was released, how it could be further improved. And we actually thought that the players could unlock more games with their pets, or unlock more pets, or different exercises with the pets, like not only running after the pet, but maybe there could be a mode where the pet chases you.
Yeah.
Or doing some other exercise with the pet. Could be anything, but they could be unlocked after the player completes the basic exercises, and that could unlocking new things could be a motivation for the player.
Yeah, certainly that sounds interesting, and yeah, you want your game generally to have more content, so to keep people playing, but
Yeah,
there's only so much you can implement in 48 hours.
of course, that's
Yeah.
what we did in our demo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question. You had those like cool buildings. Like, what's the story with those buildings, and like, what did you guys want to do with those? And yeah, like where in like how did you do it, and in what direction did you guys want to take that building system?
So, like Mikola said, we wanted to have a real world. In essence, we wanted to have the game on mobile instead of PC, and we wanted to have a real world. Basically, those buildings are a replica with a different texture of a New York map, a part of New York, and basically we wanted to have a real location and the replica of that city as our environment, because normally the game would be played on mobile and the environment would be the player's location.
Yeah, but like, how did you get those buildings?
There's an SDK called Mapbox for free. You can
Okay.
import it, and
All right.
they provide that service.
Okay. Any other questions? Comments?
I've got one question. I really liked the pet. How did it look? I found it really cute, especially when it like was dropping on the back and shaking one leg, even though it had a lot of legs. I mean, and I would like to ask, like, how did you come up with the idea of making like the pet look like this?
It's a very good question, and unfortunately, I think we can't really answer you because our artist is not here. But I think it was pretty much his idea. I know that he took inspiration from this anime, like Totoro, and like the mood was in that direction. But yeah, I like the pet as well. It's really hilarious. And also, like, he implemented those blend shapes for face expressions. So if you are not playing with it, it should get set. So it has this set face, and once you start playing with it, then the face can get happier. But unfortunately, there were some technical issues, and it's not very visible anyway. So, but yeah, that was also pretty cool feature.
Well, I really hope, like, a little bit sad that I didn't notice the emotions, but maybe I will play it once more and give it a look. Maybe I will see something.
Yeah, they're not really there because they are overridden by the animation. Somehow, like whenever animation is playing, you can't really change the blend shapes, at the same time. So unfortunately, we had to choose either we leave the animation or the face expressions. But yeah, hopefully, like if we work on it further, then we can figure that out.
Cool, thanks for the answer.
But thank you very much. Yeah.
You guys mentioned like working on it further a couple of times. Do you guys plan to work on it further?
It can definitely be further developed, and if we get the time, why not? It's a very interesting project, and it turned out to be, the idea we had turned out to be really interesting. So if we have the time from our daily lives, of course we can work on it. I would love to.
Yeah, same here.
I just wanted to say, maybe again, repeat myself, that the idea actually, I really did like it. Did like it, and I like it. I find it really helpful. Like I like the Tamagotchi game, but I think if there was a game like Tamagotchi but with the physical activity, I would like it more than the original Tamagotchi one.
Thank you very much.
Okay, if there are no further questions, then I would call to the team Krista, Victor, and Diana to showcase their game.
Okay, since this is my first ever time presenting a game, should I even like try to share my screen and put the video on?
Yes.
Or... Okay, give me a second, please.
Yes, definitely. I would love to see the gameplay.
Okay.
You can also show it from the editor.
Well, I guess I'll put on the video and we'll keep on the commenting it, if it's okay, of course.
Yep, that's okay.
Oh, okay. Do you see it?
Yes, we see it. I see it.
So, yeah, here's the message that you can only like play this game using your phone, because for the control system we are using the gyroscope of the device and the accelerometer. So it's just a warning message like, and you push on I understand. And so here's the main menu, the main character who will be killed many times. This is the instruction. We found that implementing a gyroscope into a WebGL build is not supported by Unity yet, and it shouldn't even be working, but with a lot of effort it is done and it's working. So to work this properly, you will have to hold your phone not like 90 degrees in landscape view according to the ground you're standing, but a little bit with the angle. Then you will have the best experience. And so using the gyroscope, you can move left or right, look around. If you sit down, the accelerometer reads the values, and eventually you go up and down. Like if you sit, you will sit underwater and start hunting. If you tap on the harpoon, then you will eject the harpoon. The original idea was to push your phone forward, and then the harpoon will be should be like firing, but because of the unsupported still many features, we decided to stay with the tapping on the harpoon, because if you try to push your phone, then everything will just start shaking. Your character will just start jumping in, diving in. This doesn't work yet properly. If we had more time, then it could be working. So the tutorial was complete, and now you can play the first level. We've got a scoreboard in order to interest the player to compete, to play better, maybe to, after completing the whole game, go back and try to beat somebody's score. Well, this is the first level. It doesn't have so many colors and stuff, and have not so much fish to kill. And also there's a oxygen meter, so you have to stand up and squat a lot. So this makes this game relevant to exercise. And the reason actually we've chosen the lionfish was because the lionfish is poisonous, and basically if it will touch you, then you will die. But right now in the game, the fish waypoints are so that it will not touch you. But if you will, if there was a waypoint that so fish will come across the player, then the player had to quickly kill the fish before it gets him, or the player could die. So this is why it could be relevant to you. Can touch this, but we didn't manage to make it in time. This is how the hunting works. I don't know. We've tried to make the levels like harder. Like second level is harder than first one, and it has more assets as well. It looks richer. So we tried really hard to give the atmosphere and the vibes of the island, of the sandy beaches and so on, because of the quarantine and nowadays lifestyle. Not many people had to get the option to travel, so we wanted to give player the vibes of being a hunter on a vacation or something. And this is the last level. It is on sundown, like you start maybe in the morning and you're finishing your hunting in the evening. And the last level, it is more harder to catch the fish. Like it's harder to hit the fish. Yeah. And it also hides between rocks, and it tries to like avoid the player as much as possible to make the gameplay harder. And well, basically for me, when I was playing, I really felt at some point the immersion, like being in VR, like really be hunting. So I guess the main goal was achieved, at least for us. And basically, I guess that's it. Any questions?
Thank you. I have a question. So, did you plan this for release on VR or mobile devices?
What do you mean? Like,
Is it meant more like and to be played on your? It's meant to be played on your mobile device, not a VR
yeah,
headset.
not VR. I'm just a VR enthusiast, and I
Sure.
talk about VR too much sometimes. Yeah, but it's meant to be working on the phone, but sadly, it will not work on an Apple device because Apple device needs to needs a permission from the user to use the gyroscope in the application. So we didn't have enough time to implement this on Apple devices. So it works only on Androids. But the huge part of it is you don't have to download it, and it just works in a browser. And if Kristo, you have something to add, then please.
Nope.
Okay. Any other questions from others? Comments?
Yeah, I would like to say that it's really amazing job. It was really simple to play on the phone, even on my old Samsung, from Chrome. Really impressive, and it worked very smoothly. So I really liked how you just rotate your phone and your camera moves. So that was really impressive. And also, I did really like this vacation vibe or island vibe, like the music and the art was really fitting. So questions, I have a couple of questions. One of them is, did you make all the assets yourself and all the art and especially like the skybox with the clouds?
Yeah, the skybox is there's a free asset for like 4K really beautiful skyboxes. Basically took that and then compressed it to like phone version. So yeah,
Wow.
the water is from the Unity standard assets from like 2019. It's an old thing, but surprisingly it still works. The fish, the harpoon, the models. Yeah, I think all of the models were made by us. And then the textures for the terrain, those were also a free asset from the Unity asset store.
Okay. So basically you made the fish, the stones and the palms and the how you call it, seaweeds, right?
Yeah.
And harpoon. Nice. It's really nice. I loved this fish animation as well. It was really realistic. Cool. Good job. And my second question was, so you made it in a way that you can move your phone and it moves in the game or rotates. Have you thought of also like implementing the movement, or is it even possible to do that, or
Yeah,
it would be too
okay,
complicated?
I can actually I want to speak about this. The original idea was to have it so that you have your phone and you can like move around like a VR device. Yeah, I've seen it like done before. It should be possible, but I do know like if you move from point A to point B and then back, then the real world location and the virtual location they will not sync up. So it's not accurate for like long distances, but I know it can be done so that you can move around in level. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get it working, though somehow we were able to get this gyroscope input into Unity WebGL, which officially is not supported. Yeah, but we've also had a lot of like problems with that as well. The 70 degree and 90 degree thing is actually you can see the main problem why you can only look from right to left and not up and down is that if you move your phone like more than 90 degrees, then it's gonna do like a flip, and we don't know why. So yeah.
Yeah, but it works really great. I didn't have any issues playing it on my phone.
Yeah,
So-
as long as you keep the phone degree like below 90, it should be pretty fun.
Yeah, it was. Great job. And what was the main challenge when you were working on it?
The technology.
This WebGL and
Yeah.
gyroscope stuff.
Yeah,
I
because
can
like I was
imagine.
like doing research before, like a bit of research before, like what kind of because you have to use some kind of like otherworldly sensor for your game to make it into this jam. And I was looking around like what I could use, and it seems like the gyroscope was the only like feasible path. So yeah.
Cool. But really great job. I think it turned out really well and is complete and even has 3 levels. So well done.
Thanks.
So, oh, do we have more questions?
No, it's just a comment. I even hold my breath underwater. It actually worked very well. Like.
Yes, very immersive. So, I also have a question. This is actually for both teams. Have you thought about combining your two ideas so that you can chase after your fish pet underwater in an underwater city?
I like squatting all the way, or like.
Yes, exactly, squatting and
And
chasing.
instead of petting, you throw harpoon at it, right?
For example, sure.
Well, maybe you just throw a snack then.
That would be fun.
Well, that's certainly something you can think about. Now, this would take us to the next thing. If there are more comments or questions, please feel free to ask them. But if not, I will just quickly have to check, because on the teams page I see 3 teams registered, although only 2 of them submitted a game, and we've seen both those games, so I don't think there's anyone here from Team Garbage Glitch, Kirill or Arseni, but just to check. Does anyone know about them? No. Apparently they've dropped off. That's okay. So this would now be the place where we move on to the awards ceremony, where we announce who won based on your votes, and then we give, or we let you know who the winner is, and we let you know what they've won, what their prizes are. Now, as you may have noticed, there weren't many participants, and there were only 5 total votes, or 5 people evaluated the games. So one game was evaluated by 3 people, the other was evaluated by 2 people, and basically the 2 teams, you just voted for each other. And according to the system, as you might understand, this is not quite enough to make or to decide conclusively on a winner to this game jam. So we are not going to reveal a winner. Instead, what we are going to do is announce 2 winners. So both the teams who actually showed up, made a game, submitted a game, played and tested the game, you are both winners. We call this a 2-way tie, so congratulations both teams, Kristo, Victor and Diana, and team EPET. Everyone on EPET, Rauno, Raul, Mikola, Erich and Baris. So congratulations. As for the prizes, well, the prize pool for this game jam was 1,000 euros. It was meant mainly so that you could keep building, keep developing your game. This was meant as basically development money for your team. So what is going to happen is, in fact, you both get half of that money, so 500 euros each team. Congratulations. And perhaps if you do decide to join your ideas and join your teams, well, maybe then you make one big team and all this money goes to that one team. But that's for you to decide and for you to negotiate amongst yourselves. But thank you everyone for coming, for jamming, for making awesome games, and for playing games and keeping the Estonian game industry alive. And congratulations again. And I will hang out here for another couple of minutes in case you have questions, worries. And I think if there's some questions about how you will get the prize money, then we will get in contact with you, and I guess Sura can tell you more about that. But for now, thank you, and have a nice weekend, what's left of it.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for organizing it. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.